What's going on, everybody? It's your boy C-Zar, and we are talking about Cookie DAO today. Hit that like button, subscribe if you want to see more content like this, and let's get into it, you guys. It's the second day of June today. Here we are with 7 hours left in the day. 24.1 cents is the price. Had a nice pump yesterday, 13%. We even continued that a little bit today and have found resistance, right? Yesterday we were talking about this very real probability, that you'd go just above the 382, find resistance there, and then come on down, right? And that seems to be exactly what's going on here. My expectation would be that we take out these lows. We probably go just below these lows, and then we rally, and then we find support, and then we and maybe we don't rally exactly like that. Maybe we configure ourselves, right? We do some stuff, and then we rally. Who knows? But I would expect that we have a little bit lower to go. I don't think that these lows will hold. I think this was a good old-fashioned bull trap. Cookie DAO loves to form bull traps, doesn't it? It loves making these little bull traps. It just makes a lot of sense when working your way down, finding resistance right here. If we break below about 24 cents, that's how we know that we are actually going lower. Wicking below doesn't count, right? We've already wicked below that price. You have to close below it. So if we get a 4 hour to close below 24 cents, that would validate, in my opinion, the notion that these lows will not hold and that we will, in fact, go down to about 19 to 20 cents. Those lows are at 21 cents, so I'm not talking about anything extreme. We're at 24 cents now, 19 to 20 cents. It's not that bad, right? For crypto, it's not that bad. For traditional markets, maybe you'd be panicking at the thought of that, but for crypto, that's a walk in the park. 4 hour time frame, we look at the RSI here. You're all the way at the overbought zone. Perfect area to reject from, not just from a fib perspective, but also from the RSI's perspective. You moved up with a little bit of volume here, and that's nice, but didn't persist. So you're probably going to go lower. That's the expectation. Looking at the 1 hour time frame, yes, the 1 hour does look. I mean, actually, it looks bullish. If I'm being fair, getting below the 50, relatively speaking, it's bearish, but overall, this is pretty damn bullish. You've got these higher lows. Whoops, I can't draw a straight line, man. Let's see. You've got these higher lows here. Let's try and connect them. You know, if we're connecting them, if we're being as tight as we can with this line of best fit, you're actually probably about to break through this line in all fairness. So breaking through that would also hint at some bearishness. I think you will break through it. You've broken through it before and then you came back up. So if you see something like that, that's great. But likely you'll break through it. Your uptrend is over and you're probably going to start some kind of like sideways chop trend to get you down to those areas, right? That's probably what's going to happen. So I don't expect it to just be one swift move like that, but I do expect it's going to happen probably over the coming days. It won't take long to get down there. It'll probably happen over the coming days. We're not talking about too far of a price. So 1 hour would agree, or at least right now, it does look bullish right here. It would imply that there's a bounce. Even if you do bounce, let's say you go up, you're at 24 cents now. Let's say you go back up to 26 cents or 25 cents. Maybe even go above this high. Let's just say that happens. You could still come up, reject, and then go down, come up, reject, and go down. Maybe you get some bearish divergence and you see a slightly higher high in the price but a lower high in the RSI, and then you go down. Either way, I do believe that you're going to go down. If you don't bounce here, you're just going to go down immediately, then you'll validate that as well. Getting below 24 cents on a 4 hour closing basis will validate what I'm telling you, that these are not the lows. We're likely going to go lower. Okay, that's the expectation. I wonder where we are here relative to this low to high. Yeah, you can see a little turn. Maybe we move up to like 25.2 cents or somewhere around there, but I do think that we're going to move down still. Looking at the 3 day time frame, we're right in the area where you would look to find support on the RSI. I'm assuming that we will close this 3 day time frame green. Okay, so 7 hours from now, so we will have a nice little bounce here, but the next one might be red, or we might go down in that next 3 days, find our low, and then come back up to close neutral. It's curious to see, but the 3 day looks good overall is what I'm trying to say. It looks good overall. Right at areas that you'd expect to find support. By the way, that 20 cent area, 19 cent area that we're looking for, if we put a line right on that daily high close, it's right there, right? It's right there. It would make a lot of sense to go back and check that area. Low to high, it's right at the 382, 19 and a half. I mean, it just makes all the sense in the world that that's where we're going to go. So I'm sticking with that. The lowest that I would assume we go to is about like 18 and a half cents, just a whole cent below that, but nothing too crazy, right? I don't think we're in jeopardy of going to 13 cents or lower. Really, what people are in jeopardy of is missing out on an opportunity to invest in this thing. If we take a high here to a low there, my expectation, and right, again, it's very common to go from the golden ratio down to your 0.5382 area. So the lowest we'd go to is like 18 cents, right? My expectation is that this thing will be at $1.65 or higher by some point in July. Maybe even by the end of June we'll be up here, but I do believe we'll be above $1.65. My expectation is that we'll see something on the lines of like a 10x move up to about 250 and maybe even beyond that, right? I don't assume Cookie DAO is going to make a run all the way up to $7.56 to $10. I do think that that's coming, and that will be here probably, you know, later this year. Not in July, but later this year, maybe like late summer or early fall will be in these areas. But summertime, I think we'll be somewhere between $2.50 and $4. That's my expectation. Sometime in July, that's what we're looking for. Okay, so ultimately we have higher to climb. We absolutely do have higher to go. But in the short term, I'm expecting a little bit of downside. I don't think I have anything else that I want to say, so I'll just end it there. Good video. Hit that like button, subscribe if you think it's a good video, and I will see you guys on the next one. Take care of yourselves. Again, don't get too excited. We're at 24.5 cents now. Don't get too excited if we move up a whole cent and a half from here. We could be getting set up for some kind of lower top, double top, bearish divergence with the higher high and lower highs in the RSI. You know, we could get set up for all kinds of things just because even if we go above this high, Cookie DAO likes to play games with you. Remember, we've been here before. We've seen this before. Cookie DAO, it does like to play games. It's a game player. It does like to, you drop down ferociously, and then what? You get a 11% pump in your face, and then you drop more, and now you're pumping hard, and you're gonna drop more. You know, that's what it does. So, also, I guess before I end the video, if you bought here, not financial advice, not a financial advisor, I don't think it's a good time to sell because you never know. I could be wrong. Maybe you're finding support at prior resistance. Maybe you are building from here. I think you are going to move down. I'm very confident that you're going to move down. You know, your 4-hour rejected the overbought zone here. You probably have lower to go. But you don't want to sell. You just want to buy more, okay? 26 cents, 24 cents, whatever. It's a fine price to buy. If you're looking to DCA into Cookie DAO, I'd even give it a green light here, even with the possibility, the likelihood, I would even say, that you do go below these lows. I think DCAing between here and there's nothing wrong with that, right? There is something wrong with selling. Don't sell. Not financial advice, not a financial advisor, but we have a 10x minimum to go, okay? Don't sell here. All right, bye-bye.